when you are on this journey of semen retention, when you're retaining your seed, when you're retaining your life force, people are going to look at you differently. Okay? There's this thing that, you're either hated or loved. And it's a bold truth. But you know that even the people that hate you will begin to love you. Even people that try to set you up in particular things or try to elicit a particular emotion or a particular response, even those people can begin to be on your side. They can begin to want to serve you because of who you are. Because this is what happens, right? People test people, whether it's, men or women. A man will test another man in a particular way, maybe for his loyalty, his courage, his bravery. When your kids kind of like, oh, you wouldn't do that, they're testing you. Like you wouldn't go talk to that girl, and then you go talk to that girl. So people set up tests for one another. We do it as kids, we do it as adults. It's something we always do. I believe it's in human nature that perhaps it's not the right word to say we test each other, but we do kind of push each other to a particular limit or make us experience new experiences. You know what I mean? It's like your friends might encourage you to go skydiving, and it's not per se a test to test your character. It's just to test your boundaries, test how, anyways, you get the point. So people will do that. And I had a particular situation where I was at work, and my colleague said, he or she, I'm not going to say he or she, but he said, oh, I can smell marijuana. I can smell, the substance of marijuana. Is it you? Like, did you smoke marijuana? And I was like, bro, like, are you serious right now? Like, have you smelled me? Like, I smell good. Like, I get complimented on how good I smell very often. Not bigging myself up, bro. You put a little bit of perfume on, you put a cologne on, obviously you're gonna smell good. Why do you put it on for, right? So obviously I'm there. I often get complimented of how good I smell, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, have you smelled me? Have you actually, because you're standing like 5 meters away, have you actually come to my field and actually smelt me? Like, I smell good. I don't smell like marijuana. Do I look high? I'm having a coherent, I'm having a coherent, concise conversation with you, looking at your eyes. I'm doing my job. I'm moving around. I'm doing my job, and you suspect that I've smoked marijuana because you smelt it in the area. So I told him, no, I haven't. Because I had walked by them at a far distance, and they immediately thought it was me. Because there was someone else in the store that obviously people smoke marijuana, they're smelling like marijuana. And from that time, I kind of shut myself off from this person. Like, I really greeted him. I really said hi. I didn't go out of my way to even talk to them. I kind of put them at a distance, because that's what you do. You set a boundary. When someone that's not your friend does something that you don't approve of, you don't need to be happy chappy with that person all the time. You don't need to go to them, how are you doing? How's your life? How's your family? You don't need to. Especially in a work situation. You are not obligated in any sense to go out of your way to make that person feel like you guys are friends or you guys have conversation. So I stopped doing that. A few weeks later, it was probably like month and a half, 2 months later, this person's energy has now changed towards me. This person now is actually going out of their way to help me with my job, in a particular sense, to how much they can do. But they're going out of their way to do these things. So it just shows you, like, if you just stand firm on your boundaries, people will readjust themselves, because they knew subconsciously, even if they don't consciously know, they subconsciously know that they did something that made you that way. They made you from before. Yo, this guy was saying hi to me every time, and now he kind of like, he asked me how I'm doing, but now he just says hi, or now he just walks by me. Like, what's that about? And that's good because you are applying your boundary. When you are a masculine man, you're retaining your seed, you're retaining your power, taking back that which was already yours, which was your masculinity, which was your spiritual essence, which was your respect that you had for yourself. Doesn't matter if other people respect you, respect yourself. If no one else in the world respects you, respect yourself. So now you respect yourself. That's your self-respect to keep. That's yours to maintain. People will respect you on their own terms, how they see fit. That's fine. You can't control people. You can't have so much power over people that you tell them to respect you, but you can respect yourself. So you can go in there with self-value, self-respect. That's what taking back your power means. Doesn't mean controlling people, manipulating people, dominating people. It's not about that. It's about dominating yourself. Dominate your own desires that you might not have under control. Your self-sabotage, your self-victimization, your need to want to self-pity. Dominate those things. Dominate yourself and only yourself. You don't need to dominate anyone else. No one needs to come and do your bidding and serve you and be your servant or your slave. No. You take care of yourself. Make sure that you're not putting yourself in a predicament or detriment or disbenefit or disadvantage by lacking self-respect, by lacking self-value, by lacking the need to look after yourself. If you don't continue to clean and shower and take care of yourself, you're gonna decay. You're gonna go out backwards. Your teeth are gonna start rotting. You're gonna start smelling. You're gonna grow fungus on your body because you're not washing your body, because that's what self-respect is in a mental and a spiritual way. That's what self-respect is. It's the spiritual bath. It's the spiritual brushing of your teeth. Having self-respect, having self-value. That is taking your power back. When you start taking your power back, retaining your seed, and not per se being this people-pleasing, selfish person that just puts themselves second, has no boundaries, lets everyone walk all over them, has no self-respect, that's not the person you want to be. So when you take your power back, when you become that which you always were, you're gonna set these boundaries. You're gonna set boundaries, and people are gonna either hate you for it or they're gonna love you for it. But I'm telling you, most will love you for it. Most people, even when they initially hate you, will love you. Because they know that this guy is sticking to his cards. This guy's not flim-flamming. This guy's not changing every day I see him. One day he's down, one day he's up, one day he's like this and sad, angry and miserable and surprised. No, this guy's a steady guy. When people see that, they respect it. Even if they hate you, even if they despise you, look at you like, who do you think you are? Something inside of them is gonna click one day and be like, yo, I actually respect it, man. I might not get on with that guy, we might not ever be friends, but he's sticking to his cards. You know, so when you continue to go on this journey of retaining your life force and retaining your self-respect and retaining your self-value, people will just be like, yo, like, even though I want to hate this guy, I can't. So, you know, I gotta love him for something. And like, that's what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen on your journey. It's happened to me. I literally see this happen all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I wouldn't say something that I didn't experience. I've seen it so many times. I've been on this journey for more than 5 years. Coming up to 6 years now. I haven't been retaining for 6 years. I'm saying on this journey where I've opened myself up to these possibilities of retaining. Where I've opened myself up to the possibility that, you know what, I can have self-respect. I don't need to put myself down. I don't need to self-soothe. I don't need to self-medicate to escape myself. No, I can, you know, I can function. I can function, you know. I can have a healthy relationships. I can take care. I can set boundaries. I can have friendships. I can manage myself, you know, without feeling like I'm in despair or misery and depression, all of these types of things. So I've been on this journey for 5 years. So I've seen this come up time and time again, especially in the workplace. Especially in the workplace, man. The workplace is where you're going to learn a lot. Any social settings is where you're going to learn a lot. Especially when you're surrounded by people. Then you're going to learn these things. You're going to see these things. You're going to experience these things. You might not experience it the same way, but I did, and that's what I experienced. So If you relate to that, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you like this video so more people can hear this message, in case they need to hear the message. And peace out, man. Have a lovely evening and day and morning.